Hello Leo, so I'm doing your weekly tarot for June the 4th to the 11th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out anything that's working for you at this time. And of course, we're seeing how it is all likely going to play out for you as well. Okay, so for your situation, you have got spirit messages and it says to observe limitations. Reflect and adapt to your surroundings. Luck and positivity is on its way, and you can always take a few steps back and then try again. Okay, so obviously there are spiritual messages that are coming through for you, Leo, and they're saying for you to pay attention. Okay, with the message about how you can always take a couple of steps back and then you can proceed, it's saying, look, you don't have to commit yourself to anything this week. You can always sort of stop, take a breather, observe your surroundings, make sure that the situation is what you want, and then you can commit. Okay, I feel here that someone is potentially trying to rush you into a decision, and I don't think that that's in your highest interest, but I feel that it's in their highest interest that they force you into making a decision. Okay, so that's why Spirit's saying here, look, take a few steps back and then you can proceed. Also, if you feel that you're in too deep in a situation, again, same thing. You can always take a couple of steps back, check out the surroundings, right? And then proceed. We definitely need to take a deeper dive into this one. Observe what it is that is putting limits on you at this time and how you can overcome those limits. Okay, evolution, yeah, so it is overcoming the limitations that are being put on you at this time, definitely. Sometimes limitations, they can work in our favor. This week, Leo, those particular limitations are working against you. Okay, so yeah, finding ways of how you can evolve beyond certain limitations that you have or that others are putting on you at this time. Every mountain represents an opportunity to climb higher. Yeah. Leo, now that I've seen these two cards, I am convinced that someone this week is trying to either manipulate you into doing something that they are wanting you to do, or they're trying to convince you, oh yeah, this is a good idea, you should you should join us with this, that and the next. It's actually it's not going to serve you well. Okay, so yeah, let's get the tarot and we'll see if we can get some specifics out of this message for you. Can you tell us more about Leo overcoming these limitations? Limitations, that could also indicate if someone's told you no. Okay, if you've been refused for like a job or a position or something, then this energy is indicating that there are ways around someone else basically putting barriers in front of you. Okay, yeah, the King of Wands, like literally the can-do attitude, right? This one says you can and you will, and you must not allow others to stop you from pursuing what you're wanting to pursue. Okay, Seven of Pentacles as well. A worthwhile investment, a good investment. This also is long-term investment, so something that is going to grow over a long period of time, but it's going to continue to grow. Like there's always going to be something happening, there's always going to be progress that happens. Okay, you know what I'm going to do, Leo? I'm going to grab my second deck here a minute, because I'm going to ask a couple of specific questions here, and I'm certain that there's another person that's trying to gatekeep what you're wanting to achieve, okay? So who is it that's getting in Leo's way this week? Who's putting limitations on Leo? Okay. The Lovers and the Star. Now, this one is practically in the reversed position. It's crossed with the Star off balance. And then you've got these other two, the Six of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Okay. So the person who is currently gatekeeping your progress or your growth, I think that this is about your growth and your ambition, actually, Leo. It's indicating to me that, yes, it is someone from the past, like specifically someone from your past that you used to have very close relations with. Okay, now whether that is a relation of yours, someone you're related to, or someone that you used to have a relationship with, I'm suspicious that for a small handful of you guys that this is one of your exes that's put in barriers in your path. Okay, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Leo, but you don't have to be. Okay. I know, like, the zodiac information's not necessarily going to be useful for everybody. Oh yeah, you could be dealing with an Aries as well. But yeah, zodiac information, grain of salt and all that, right? Basically, with this star coming out off balance, it indicates a lack of growth, a lack of forward momentum. It also indicates a highly unethical individual, and there is likely a lot of negative projections that are going on, okay? Because it's the star energy. It's based off of the North Star, the right way, the right direction, your hopes, your growth, do you know what I mean? So when that's come out off balance, there's a highly unethical individual, very, very selfish. I'm feeling possessive as well, Leo. This person, I do feel, is possessive over you. I don't like sitting in this energy because I feel almost like I'm struggling to breathe a little bit, but I know that that's a metaphor for what is going on with this energy. Okay, so a very controlling person, someone that you never genuinely felt like you could just be yourself around them. You're always expected to, like, perform or play a part for them. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of suffocation that's going on with this energy. Okay, so let's find out, like, what is their issue? Why are they trying to put barriers in front of you? What is this? I didn't even get to ask the question. The Seven of Swords. Okay, so it's giving me like trumped up charges type vibe. Okay. Yes, this person is a liar. Yes, they consistently lie purely for attention. Their reasons are completely built around fallacies. Okay. I'll see if I can pull another couple of cards and see if you can get more information on this. Okay, the Chariot. So this is all part of why are they putting boundaries in your place. The Chariot, the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Because they know that you can succeed, Leo. They know that you have what it takes. They know what it is that you're made of, okay? They know that you have every very real and tangible chance at being incredibly successful. They know that you don't need them. Okay, again, if you look at the cards, They know full well you don't need them. They know full well that they need you more than what you need them. And that's not an arrogant or egotistical statement to make, okay? That is literally what their energy is telling me. Like, it's there in full color. You can see it for yourself, right? So they're trying to put barriers in front of you almost because they're trying to prove some sort of point. Okay, I don't know if they're trying to prove a point to themselves. They're likely trying to prove a point to other people. Basically, you're showing them up. Okay, you're showing them up because as far as what I can ascertain from this is they have been going around dragging your name through the mud, again, completely built on falsehoods, right? And with you proving them wrong at every turn, at every corner, you're showing them up. You're embarrassing them because everything that they've said about you, everything that they've accused you of prior, clearly the evidence is stacking up against them. And the evidence, which is coming from your behavior, your action, your progress, your growth, that's all the evidence that's stacking up against them. It's revealing to everybody that they have tarnished your name to, that they are a liar, right? Your actions alone are speaking volumes here. So because they cannot cope with the fact that not only have they done wrong by being slanderous, not only have they done wrong there, they've then continued it, okay? They have then tried to, it's really weird, Leo, because I'm getting a lot of like legal language that's coming through, even though I don't think that this is a legal case or a legal situation. I feel that is coming through purely because of the emphasis being put on facts, truth, fairness. Do you know what I mean? It feels very detached from emotions and very hyper focused on the facts. And again, like the sheer lack of cups energies, you've only got one cups there, really adds weight to that as well. So that's why I think that this legal-esque language is coming through as I'm reading this. But basically, they've committed wrong on multiple occasions. And every time you grow, every time you achieve something, every time you gain a victory, every time you are determined to improve on your own life, like every turn and every corner, every move that you're making, you're showing them up, okay? And they don't like that. So Spirit's saying, see with these limitations that this person's putting on you, what you might find starts to happen, Leo, is you might feel that you have to try and prove yourself to others. I'm a good person. I'm not the person that they've been making me out to be. And then you're going to start feeling that pressure to continuously prove, right, quote unquote, prove that you're a good person. Spirit wants you guys to know that you don't have anything to prove, and that you, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that your feelings are wrong, okay? I am going to sit here and say, okay, you don't have to feel that way, because your actions alone are speaking on your behalf, okay, without you needing to feel like you've got something to prove. Do you know what I mean? That feeling of, I've got something to prove to all of these other people because they've all been told that I'm this, that, and the next, that is putting limitations on yourself, okay? So obviously we don't want you doing that. We want the best for you, which is why we're sitting here reading the energy, yeah? So yeah, that's the situation at hand. What's under there? Oh, that one just gives me the creeps, the Page of Swords. It doesn't normally give me the creeps, but for your particular reading this week, Leo, it definitely gives me the heebie-jeebies. So You already know what that is, right? You've got this, gosh, I don't even know what to call them. You've got this liar, this manipulator. They are currently watching your every move, okay? Honestly, Leo, it feels like they can't help themselves, okay? Interesting. Right, catalyst. Why is this happening? Clear and activate. Create sacred space. Well, I mean, obviously, this is why this is happening. You've had to cut ties with this person, haven't you? You might not have wanted to. Maybe for some of you were pushed to your absolute limit and felt like you had to, okay? It says to cleanse your environment, but with this being a catalyst, I feel that you already have cleansed your environment from this person and from their influence. And again, when you've done that, obviously they lost control then, didn't they? Don't participate in gossip or jealous activities, right? And just in case you think I'm bullshitting you, it's literally right there in the corner. Okay. I can't make up these readings anyway, right? The message is whatever comes out of the cards. So, you've already cut ties with them. That was the catalyst to what you now see play it out, especially this week. This person's going to try and make life as difficult for you as possible in any way that they can think of. Okay, can you tell us more about this catalyst? The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords again. Man, again, like, I'm still getting the heebie-jeebies off of that Page of Swords. I'm sorry, but I am. Catalyst, because they've been looking at what you've got, they've been watching you, they've been, if you have social media, and I appreciate not everybody does, they've seen something on your social pages that triggered jealousy, right? This is a type of person that cannot control their own jealousy. Like, here's the thing, normal people, when they feel that pang of jealousy or that pang of envy, which is normal, when they feel that pang, usually normal people will go, okay, why am I feeling jealous of this? Why am I feeling jealous of this person? And they'll analyze it and they'll go, right, it's because of the way that they carry themselves, or it's because of their confidence, or it's because of their ability to achieve whatever they've set themselves out to achieve. And they can do that because they're confident. They can do that because they advocate for themselves, or do you know what I mean? So then the normal person, after realizing why and what areas they're feeling jealous of, they will try and incorporate that, the elements that they're feeling jealous of, into their own lives and see if it'll work for them, right? That's like a healthy emulation of a successful person, right? So instead of allowing the jealousy to consume them and to try and trick their brain into, I really want to destroy this person because I'm jealous of them, right? That's toxic people's thinking. Healthy people will go, you know, how can I make what Leo does work for me in my life and within context, right? And that's what they'll do. You're not dealing with a person like that, though. You're dealing with the person who allows their jealousy to consume them to the point where they want to destroy you. They want to bring you down, okay? Because in their world, if they can't have it, or if they're not it, then no one else can have it, or no one else can have it, right? A spoil-ass brat. Now, there's something here, because you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, and it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, right? You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. Very, very successful. This is someone who is building their future right now and is currently enjoying the fruits of their labor right now, whilst also accruing more with every passing day. Okay, very, very proactive energy is the Queen of Pentacles. Like that's someone who has no issue getting their hands dirty, right? Doing a hard day's work, putting the effort in on themselves, right? Has high standards, basically. Okay, so you've got this individual who's currently watching you, and it's just fueling their hatred towards you even more. And I'm sorry to use the word hatred, Leo. There is no mistake with that word, though. Okay. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And being on the receiving end of someone like that, it can be devastating, right? It really can be devastating. And the thing is, Leo, from what I can make out with this energy, it's not like you're going out of your way to deliberately provoke this person. You're not deliberately trying to make them feel jealous, right? They just are. They just are. So that's the catalyst anyway. More recently, they've seen something that you've put on social media. And again, if you don't have social media, then they've been speaking to someone who knows you. And that person who knows you has said something to them about your recent success and everything. And they've become embittered through that. Okay. Right. What's going on in your blind spot? Illuminate the shadow. Illuminate the shadow. Now, usually that's about your own internal darkness, which we all have darkness within us. Okay, we all have shadow. We're all light and shadow, every single one of us. It's only those who pretend that they're 100% light 100% of the time. Like they are the most dangerous people on the planet, aren't they? I feel with this one it's less to do with shadow work and more to do with the fact that you're to illuminate the shadow. So you've got some kind of secret. You got some kind of secret about this person. I think that this is saying that you need to bring light to what it is that you're hiding on their behalf. Okay. Simplify the issue, focus on a solution, and when you fully understand your own shadow, you can fully appreciate your light. Okay. I feel like you're actively doing the shadow work right now. Right. So you don't need me to drone on at you about doing the shadow work, right? Because I genuinely feel like you're already acknowledging all of that and doing the work, right? I'm certain that this is saying, look, something of theirs, something that they would rather other people not find out about, you need to bring light to that. What's this illuminate? Ooh. Oh, yes. See, your major arcana, strength. You got the Hierophant. I knew it. Ace of Swords. I knew it. It's exactly as I said, Leo. What's this one? The Emperor. Okay. You've no reason to try and protect this person. Right, on a subconscious level, because it's in your blind spot, on that subconscious level, you have wanted to a certain degree, protect this person. There's no need for you to do that, Leo, at all, okay? Literally, it's time for you to speak your truth. All right? Take control of the situation. What's working for you this week? Light codes, travel awaits you. Interesting. Now that can be it can be spiritual travel or it can be literal travel. Okay. Leo, if you are planning on going away, traveling, I think we've got the summer holidays coming up soon, have we not? If you're planning on going away, leaving your home unattended for a day, a couple of days, a week, whatever it might be, make sure that you've put certain protection measures in place, okay? Such as maybe get a friend to move in for the time that you're out of the house for, CCTV, all of that sort of thing. Keep your travel plans strictly to a need-to-know basis only. All right. Now, this can also indicate growth on a spiritual level. Absolutely. It can indicate visiting places of religious or spiritual significance, kind of like a pilgrimage almost. Okay, it's a very pilgrimage type vibe to this one. It says, share your mission and ideas with passion. Connecting to higher states of consciousness. Okay, so yeah, keeping your vibe high, keep your information on a need-to-know basis only. It is that message of keep an open mind. Can you tell us more about this energy for Leo, please? For what's working for Leo. You have clear messages for Leo. I have to ask for clear messages because I can feel that the deck is about to spill out everywhere. Oh, death. Okay, death energy, lifestyle change for what's working for you. Allow the transformation that's happening to you on that spiritual level. Allow it to happen fully. Okay, don't be scared of your own spiritual journey and of your own progress, right? Really lean into that transformation that's going on a deep level within you, and you'll find that that things start to come to you a lot quicker. Okay, so again, it's like you're removing those limitations away from yourself, right? You're leaning into that would be Phoenix energy, wouldn't it? So if you have to start something afresh, start something brand new, really lean into that, Leo, okay? Because the Eight of Wands can also indicate quick progress, quick growth, which typically doesn't come out of the cards very often, because as we all know, growth, it's a slow ass process. Okay, this one's saying, well, actually, Leo, you're gonna grow really quickly, providing you start removing these limitations that you're putting on yourself, and you'll see how easier everything becomes. Okay, birth of creation, potential growth, yeah, for how this is likely going to play out, like literally a fresh start. It says, create a sustainable and healthy environment, show me your friends and I'll show you your future, right? So yeah, never underestimate the type of people that we keep around us and how much influence they have over us, over our lives, over our decision making. Okay, you know, you don't need me to break it down too much for you, yeah? If someone surrounded themselves with a whole bunch of drug addicts and alcoholics, then what is their future going to look like? Probably not very good, right? And as soon as they try and break free from that, you'll find that that caliber of individual isn't necessarily going to want to see anybody leave that group. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, they're going to make things a lot more difficult for the healthy individual to want to leave. And that's true with anything. It really is. So can you count upon the individuals that you've currently surrounded yourself with, Leo? And if not, why not? And start making the necessary pruning choices, should we say, okay? Birth of creation, there is something very, very beautiful in your life that is about to hatch, okay? Now, this could be you giving yourself an entirely different future because you're making entirely different choices from the people around you. So you're giving yourself the best start possible, or the best chance possible. Okay. And I love how it's green and blue as well. Very, very healthy energies. Ace of Wands, yeah. Yeah, it's time to take the initiative, Leo. It's time to get started. And with this being your likely actions, or how this is likely gonna work out for you, like literally the Ace of Wands would then become your potential, your initiative, your energy levels, your enjoyment out of life. Okay, I do apologize for the construction that's going out on the streets. It is completely nothing to do with me. It's out of my hands. Okay, we just have to keep working through it. Yeah, the Ace of Wands and Justice. Okay, for how this is likely going to play out. Yeah, I feel a lot of positive karma here for you, Leo, because you're taking that initiative on removing yourself from an unhealthy situation or an unhealthy environment. Okay, I'm seeing really, really good things for you here, Leo, with this Ace of Wands and Justice. Honestly, it feels like a refusal for you to play with the deck you were given. You've thrown that whole ass deck out the window and you've gone, nah, not good enough for me. I need a new deck. Right? Just to try and put a metaphor to this, like we don't have to play the cards that we're dealt. We absolutely don't. You're taking full control here, right? You're the one that's narrating and creating your own future, literally right now. So every decision that you make this week, Leo, it absolutely is going to have a lasting effect on your future. Okay, in the best way possible as well, because all of these cards were in the upright position. So yeah, you're actively creating a beautiful future for yourself this week, and I love that. Yeah, see, at the bottom of the deck is the Sun. That's your strongest overall energy. Growth, joy, abundance, optimism, right? It's life-giving energy. It is literally another one of your cards, Leo. So you're full in your element this week. You're completely in control this week. And you're seeing amazing results because of it. So you start off your week on having a bit of a wobble. And then you quickly realize, do you know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to let anyone stop me. That is not an option. Not an option at all. Okay, Akasha. So this one's about your free will. It says, while we do have free will, there are also points in our timeline that are predestined or pre-planned soul contracts. Okay, so yeah. I'm a believer in certain things, not everything, only certain things are predestined for us, right? For example, you were supposed to meet that individual who, I don't know, made your life a living hell. Why? Because apparently there was a soul contract there where you had to learn certain things about yourself in order to move on to the next stage and then cut them off, right? So yeah, certain things are predestined. For the vast majority, though, that's where co-create with the universe comes from. For the vast majority of the time, we're creating our own future every single day, even though we don't realize that. Okay, so everything that you're doing today, the version of who you are next year is going to benefit from everything that you're doing today. But it seems inconceivable because you might not be able to imagine the version of yourself in 1 year's time. And maybe the things that you do today feel very insignificant or monotonous or anything like that. And it's like, how on earth, all I do is wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. How on earth is that gonna shape the person that I become in 1 year's time, right? It seems weird and inconceivable to think about, but it absolutely does. Okay, everything you do today contributes to the person that you eventually do become and what type of future you end up living. So this is your sign to proceed with a soul contract. Your guidance is divinely guided, and trust in the signs that you're seeing and note down your dreams. Okay, now I'm suspicious with this one, Leo, because I genuinely feel like there is a soul contract that has recently ended for you, and that a new one with a different soul is about to begin. Okay, and I feel that that's what's going on this week. And then you've got this one, Sisterhood of the Rose, a call to notice all the beauty around you. Okay, so yeah, oftentimes it can be hard to be grateful, right? Especially when life is being a bit of a shit. This is saying, look, there is still so much actually to be grateful for. So notice the beauty around you. Take time out of your busy day to just watch a bug in the grass or something, right? You don't have to be doing something all of the time. A call to spend some time in nature, a call to notice the beauty in you as well, Leo. So when was the last time that you give yourself kudos, right? When was the last time that you give yourself a compliment instead of, I mean, because fuck that waiting for compliments off other people, right? Give yourself a compliment and mean it as well. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher, and create beauty wherever you go. So yeah, literally saying your energy is contagious, right? And how you feel about yourself is what you spread around. So when you see the beauty in yourself, you will typically start spreading that around to everyone else. Okay. Interesting. Right. So let's take a look at some cheeky words of wisdom from the Swear Tarot, just for a little bit of light-hearted fun at the end of your reading, okay? And this one, Leo, is saying to get advice from someone who knows their shit, right? So be cautious of anybody giving you any sort of advice, which we started off your reading with. We started off with like someone's trying to manipulate you into doing something that is not in your highest good. Maybe you might want to seek some kind of legal or professional advice about that, okay? And put on higher boots, the bullshit's getting deeper. Yeah. And love has finally fucking arrived. There we go. Bit of a plot twist there for some. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If it has been helpful for you, Leo, then I definitely would appreciate a cheeky wee like on the video. That's going to signal to YouTube that you are interested in my content, and so you're far more likely going to be recommended my new content when I upload it, so you're less likely going to miss out on new readings if you interact with the channel, okay? And of course, I genuinely do appreciate everyone who does interact with the channel as well. I'm very, very grateful for all of you, so thank you very, very much. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below, along with information for Otter Spirit as well, who make these gorgeous gemstone bracelets, and they've got their little otter face etched on every one because they donate a portion of every single sale to the wild otter charities as well. So it's a fantastic cause. Definitely do go ahead and check them out. There's a discount code for them. It should be on your screen right now, actually. But yeah, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.